Yeah, hello guys, welcome to another video in Code Intuition. So in this video, we are going to discuss what does Kafka means and why we use Kafka to communicate between two applications or two types of properties while working on. For example, the main usage of Kafka here is it is used to communicate between the consumer and as well as the publisher without having their data intervention and as well as sharing the data. For example, a publisher shares the data to the consumer so that the consumer won't able to access the producer's data and as well as he also can't reveal his identity. So that's the main use we use it for. For example, if we need to share some type of information, if there is no type of personal information need to be known to the other person, this is the best way to do. So for example, when we talk about an application like a live match, a cricket live match, the users will ask for the data, request for the data, like playing the match or streaming the match of live matches like IPL. If we take into talk about the Indian IPL match, so the publisher who is nothing but the Hotstar is going to, wait a second, I will explain that. Okay, so when we say, so this can be seen as Hotstar, right? I can say this one as Hotstar. So this is the Hotstar which is used to publish the data, and the consumers who are nothing but the users who are using the Hotstar to stream, to visually see their matches. So Hotstar will give the data to the topics in each of it, and after that the streamed data will be, requested data will be gone through the customer's data. For example, there are some type of properties and rules to follow in this. Coming to the customers group and as well as the properties group here. So in the Kafka broker, there are topics divided in it, and in every topic there are some type of partitions in it. For example, here we have two types of partitions which are P1 and P2, and coming to topic 2, here we have P1, P2, P3, and we also have a scenario of two consumer groups which are trying to get the data from the Kafka broker. So in the topic 1, when the customer group 1 is trying to get the access, the customer C1 is getting the access from P1. Okay, this is valid. And C2, when we talk about C2, C2 is getting the value from P2. Okay, this is valid. So if we observe here, the total partitions available in the topic 1 is filled with the consumers, right? Here we have a consumer of C3 who does not have any type of partition to access to. So that's when he cannot able to access P1 or P2 because they are in the use. So in consumer 2, in the relation of consumer and producer partition, there are no parallelism in here. They only uses the single type of entities in it. For example, C1 is only able to use P1 until our C1 gets fulfilled with their work. So when our C1 completed their work, then C3 can use their partition of P1. So here also we can check like if the if the C1 is actually needed of that P1 or not. So for example, when we talk about the other topic, for example, here we don't have the access of C3 to either P1 or P2 in topic 1. But when it comes to the other type of topic, when it comes to C3, which is pointing to P1 of topic 2, there is a it is possible to retrieve the data from here, because when the same type of customer group trying to access a topic 1, then there is no type of intervention can be happen. But coming to an topic 2, this can be happen. This is possible for retrieving the data from topic 2, because there is no type of other values getting into this. So from the topic 1, this is the only one which is trying to get the access. So it is a possibility. So this is about the workflow in it. So this is how it will manage the data efficiently rather than getting ambiguity errors while working on them. So this is the workflow of Kafka broker in between. And coming to the Kafka broker architecture, so this is the Kafka broker, right? So this is the Kafka broker. This is the Kafka broker. This Kafka broker has a cluster which is used to work internally inside. For example, for the same Kafka broker, we will take the data in Kafka topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. Here the same data is backed in multiple type of instances, so that if one broker complete not works, then the data of P1, P2, P3 will be added to this, and then it will be worked. So that is how the availability in Kafka is achieved. So the Kafka is nothing but it is used for the message queuing while communicating between each other softwares or any type of applications. Yeah. And when we talk about the characteristics of how does a Kafka cluster works, so the Kafka cluster every time start with the broker number of 0. It will start with the 0 and it will continues. For example, in the Kafka broker 0, it has a topic 1. So yeah, when we talk about the Kafka topics here, the topics are divided into three parts in here: topic 1, topic 2, and topic 3. So in the topic 1, P1 has the characteristic of leader here. So the other two will be the followers. The leader is used to have the characteristics like leader can use it to decide the type of operations they're working on. For example, in the topic 1, the P1 is the leader, and coming to topic 2, P2 is the leader, and coming to the topic 3, the P3 is the leader. For example, if our P1 is not working in this section, then it will ask for the next follower to get the data managed. So for example, when we talk about another process in this P2 level, it will look for this one because this is the leader here. Yeah, this is how the leadership work in this. So the leadership is previously used by using the zookeeper. So this zookeeper is used to make the responsibility and all the access to decide who is the broker and to maintain the leaders among them. So it helps to maintain and decide the brokers with leaders among them. And now the data is changed into a built-in function. Now built-in metadata controller leader election, no zookeeper needed. So this is also called as a Kafka craft mode. which is nothing but a metadata which is inbuilt in the controller itself, which is used to elect the leader by using its own functionality. So before this inbuilt of metadata, there used to be the zookeeper. So the zookeeper is only used to make that. Yeah, that's it about the architecture as well. And when we talk about each and every characteristics here, so coming to the producer. So producer, who is producer here? Producer is this one. This is the producer who used to just send the data. They used to send the data, but no response needed for them to receive, right? There is no response they needed to receive. So the producer is used to send the data to the Kafka broker partitions of topic 1, topic 2. And coming to the topic is a logic category or a stream of data. Messages are stored inside the partition. So inside the partitions, inside every partition, the data is stored. So the data is stored in a sequential order so that the order of data is maintained, because when we give a message at 1836, it will be at first, and 1840 it will be at second, because the time is changing. So it follows the insertion order and type of data giving to them, because the order is required there. So for example, when we use a YouTube live chat, this Kafka broker is essential to work on the live chat. So this Kafka broker messaging queue is only the backend workflow in the YouTube live chat. So this is how they maintain with high maintainability and scalability as well. So if they need more scalability, these Kafka brokers will increase. Yeah. And when we talk about the partition is a physical storage of topic which provides the parallelism. So these are the partitions which provides the parallelism, like p1 is a leader, and in Kafka topic 2 this is the follower, and coming to this is also a follower. If one leader fails, the data will be stored in the Kafka 2 partition of 1. Yeah. And coming to the consumer can only be read message from topics. It is pool based. Consumer asks Kafka for data. It belongs to consumer group. And about more about the consumer group, groups of consumers working together. Each partition only one consumer in the group. For example, each partition for the respected group only has access to one. For example, in consumer group 1 C1 can only have access to this, and they cannot have access to other thing here. But coming to this one, they can also have access to this when this is not using, C3 is not using. Which is used to enable the scalability and load balancing as well. And coming to the broker, Kafka server stores the data, handles producer and consumer requests, and cluster multiple brokers. So the broker is nothing but the Kafka server, which is used to act as a middleware to ensure very scalability and availability, so that no type of consumer data or the publisher data get crashed when working on high scalability and as well as more effectively. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all about the Kafka implementation and the architecture. So I think you guys understood the way I explained. So that's it about this video, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys understood about how does n Kafka broker works in between them. Yeah, that's it about this video. Stay tuned for upcoming videos as well. Yeah, thank you guys. If you guys like this video, please try to subscribe and comment to this channel. Bye bye.